Alright, so for oral scheduled during the period June 15th to June 18th, Bastia High School. Your schedule is now for Spanish, Tuesday, June 15th, AM and PM, Wednesday, June 16th, AM and PM, Thursday, June 17th, AM. And of course, students, you would have received your assignments in terms of whether you are to report to the venue in the morning or in the afternoon. So you are going to be guided by that schedule. We will subsequently provide an update after this briefing, but be guided by that schedule. So originally, the schedule was for Bastia High School for Spanish, for example, Monday, June 14th to Wednesday, June 16th. We moved forward by a day, and the schedule remains the same, wholesale in the case of Bastia High. For French, Bastia High, that activity now takes place on Friday, June 18th. At the Keon High School, tomorrow, Spanish will take place, morning and afternoon, based on the schedule and the assignments that you would have received. And on Thursday, 17 June, French takes place in the morning. That's Keon High School. Tomorrow, June 15th, AM and PM, Spanish. Thursday, June 17th, in the morning, would be French. At the Charlestown Secondary School, Wednesday, June 16th, French takes place in the morning, and on Thursday, 17 June, Spanish takes place in the morning and in the afternoon. At the Immaculate Conception Catholic School, tomorrow, June 15th, French takes place, morning and afternoon, and on Thursday, June 17th, in the afternoon, Spanish will take place. At the Gingerland Secondary School, Nevis International Secondary School, tomorrow, June 15th, there would be Spanish for the Gingerland Secondary School, scheduled for the morning and afternoon session, and for Nevis International Secondary School, Tuesday, June 15th, in the afternoon, those students are scheduled. Secondary School on Wednesday, June in the afternoon. Charles Mill Secondary School on Wednesday, June 16th in the morning, French takes place, and on Friday, June 18th, morning and afternoon, Spanish is scheduled. Charles High, Tuesday, June 15th in the morning would be French, Thursday, June 17th in the afternoon would be Spanish. At the Washington Archibald High School, beginning tomorrow, June 15th through to Friday, June 18th in the morning, Spanish will take place. So Tuesday, June 15th, morning and afternoon, Wednesday, June 15th, morning and afternoon, Thursday, June 17th, morning and afternoon, and Friday, June 18th, morning only. Again, students would have received their session assignments, and you are to be so guided based on that in terms of when you are to appear at the center, whether in the morning or in the afternoon. French at the Washington Archibald High School now takes place on Friday, June 18th in the afternoon instead of in the morning as was previously scheduled. Sadler Secondary, Tuesday, June 15th in the afternoon is French, and Thursday, June 17th in the morning is Spanish. For students participating in visual arts, CSEC Visual Arts and Cape Art and Design, this week Wednesday, you would have received your production papers and have that discussion. That is going to be a virtual activity. We'll communicate the link that will be used. We're going to disseminate this information virtually to the teachers and also to the students. So you are not to go to the venues this week Wednesday. So teachers will receive their papers virtually for dissemination to the students. On Thursday, June 17th at the Gingerland Secondary School in the morning, music will be examined for the SBA. On Friday, June 18th at the Sadler Secondary School in the morning, music will also be examined. For the home economic subjects, For the home economics subjects at the Bastia High School, textile, clothing and fashion, it would be examined June 23rd and June 24th. At Keon High School, feminine resource management will be examined on June 18th and June 21st. Food nutrition and health at the Keon High School will be examined on June 22nd, June 23rd, June 24th, June 25th. Textile, clothing and fashion will be examined on June 21st and June 22nd. At the Charles E. Mills Secondary School, food nutrition and health will be examined on June 15th in the morning. Feminine resource management will be examined on June 16th, June 18th, June 21st, and June 22nd at the Charles E. Mills Secondary School. And textile, clothing and fashion will take place on June 17th and June 18th. At the Birchlight High School, food nutrition and health will take place on June 21st. In the morning, feminine resource management at the Birchlight High School will take place on June 22nd and June 23rd. Textile, clothing and fashion will take place on June 24th. At the Saddle Secondary School for food nutrition and health, that takes place tomorrow morning, June 15th. Feminine resource management will take place on June 16th and June 17th. Textile, clothing and fashion will take place on June 23rd. For the Washington Archibald High School, textile, clothing and fashion will be assessed on June 25th. And I should add, for the oral schedule, is a Sinkers private candidate. You will assess on June 17th in the morning for your orals. And for Navis private, there are 2 students that are registered for Spanish, and you will be assessed on June 17th in the afternoon. That covers the scheduling during that period. And I just want to wrap up by adding how we started, imploring all of us to work together to get through this, like our Facebook page, and as we provide updates going forward as they become available, and to push the hashtag SKN CXC students. We got you. Thank you.